Well, we are back today again with a new, with the second episode for the second episode for the mini series that I have for Mexico Madness Month. Today we will be playing, as you can see here, EU4, which is a game that I don't really play. Like I have like 10 hours played to be fair. Like I don't really play the game. I never understood game, nor am I really big fan of it. But since, like I said, we were going to play the four major games, we're going to play today. Most of you would assume that I would play as the Aztecs or anyone here, but no. Instead, we shall be playing. This is quite interesting. We shall be playing as Bologna. This is quite rare. Like, why would I play as Bologna? Well, the reason why we're going to play as Bologna is, you can see in a minute.
One eternity later.
There it is, a spaghetti western. Starring as Bologna, we have to become Mexico or Texas. Fun fact, even though the achievement tells you that you have to form Texas or Mexico for it, you can also form Sonora to get the achievement, but to form Sonora takes more time, and who cares about Sonora? We want Mexico. So I actually saw this achievement and I said, why not? It's like, if you know my channel, I basically do challenges that are made to suffer. Challenges that are inherently hard. So I decided to give it a chance. And you may be wondering, Defectus, you don't know how to play the game. You have stated that before. So why are you doing an achievement that's relatively hard, since you're playing as a one-state minor, and you basically need to get out of Europe as fast as possible to colonize America? Well, I don't know. Great reasoning there, Defectus. But don't worry, past me, you will see in due time why this was a bad idea. My first objective was to kill Ferrara, and either go through Florence to get to the other side of the Italian coast, or go through Lucca so I could get to the colonial range to reach at least Morocco or Tlemcen, and get my head start for the colonial race. But since this is EU4, everyone and their mother has an alliance with France, England, Austria, Aragon, Castile, or any of the great powers in Europe. And also I could not attack Ferrara day one, even if I wanted to avoid alliances, as everyone but me was part of the HRE, so I had to be friendly with Austria so that I could even have the chance to fight Ferrara. And this is why I don't really like playing EU4, as it heavily relies on RNG, especially for someone like Bologna, who starts, pretty small. So it was time to restart. After a few restarts, Ferrara had not allied anyone big, so I hired some mercenaries for the fight, and let me tell you, as a Hoi4 guy, I really don't get this combat system. The only thing I really know is that there's technology, you have to have big army, strong army, and stack wipes are basically the encirclements for us Hoi4 players. And while I destroyed Ferrara's army and sieged their two provinces, this was EU4, so I would need to march all the way to Cleves so I could peace out and annex Ferrara. So instead I just took their coastal province and some cash, as I had taken some loans I needed to repay. Also remembered what I said about alliances and how everyone has one? Well, that also applies to me, as I got Castile as my ally, so basically I now was safe from getting eaten by someone like Venice or someone else. So while I was waiting for the truce with Ferrara to expire, I did not want to get the aggressive expansion. Just look at it. The whole Italian Shadow Kingdom thingy happened, where the Italian tags could leave the HRE. And I really wanted to leave because inside the HRE you get more aggressive expansion, which it's basically like the same thing like in BK2. Do not get over the magical number or you get f***ed. And so everyone, and including myself, left the Empire. Only Genoa stayed, but I didn't really care. And right after that whole ordeal, it was finally time to kill. But again, just like before, since Cleves was in the war and Ferrara would not surrender, so this time I indeed marched all the way from Bologna to Cleves. And after that, I had set my sights on Lucca, as I needed that port for my breakout into the Americas. Lucca was defended by Milan, which was kinda strange, as normally in many of my failed attempts, Milan would be my ally and Florence my rival. Not the other way around, but that didn't that did not matter, as I sieged down Lucca, killed their army, marched to Milan, sieged their capital, and with Florence's help we wiped the Milan's army and forced them to give me some war reps and some sweet cash to an annexed Lucca. With now access to the other side of the peninsula, I took exploration ideas as my first group of ideas, as I needed that colonial range to reach at least Morocco and their general region before Castile and Portugal killed them. And just as I was planning to attack one of the nations bordering Morocco, Castile declared war on Granada, which was still alive, basically Gibraltar, so it was time to go into the desert. I went to the 14th Fest, and that took a long time to surrender. Yeah, maybe going to the desert was not the greatest of ideas, and just as I say that, Castile pissed out for nothing-ish. Also, I got another achievement since, like I said at the start of the video, I don't really play this game. After this, I saw that Marrakesh was at war with no allies, so I took this opportunity as recently I got enough colonial range to take the provinces for myself. The thing was that Sus was at war with Marrakesh, so I had to wait for Sus to peace out so I could siege everything for Marrakesh. Poor Marrakesh can never catch a break. After that, I managed to colonize the small province located in the West African coast. This gave me the jump start I needed to get to the Caribbean and colonize Jamaica. And after more exploration, I finally reached the Gulf of Mexico, and now I had access to start colonizing, if it was not because of my colonial range. But I wanted to be closer to my destination, so I abandoned the colony in Jamaica for a province in Cuba and prepared for essentially my conquista. But while I was waiting until the colony was finished, I decided to conquer more. I would need more financing for my colonial efforts. So I took Parma from Milan and killed Mantua. At this point, I had unlocked my second ideas group, so I took the expansionist ideas to colonize faster, as I would get another colonists, and so I could avoid any other European power from getting to the Rio Grande region before I finished colonizing the whole region. With now 4 provinces under my rule, I declared war on Huastec to get Tamaulipas, and then on Lipan to get even more provinces. And so, with 5 provinces scored, my colonial nation spawned, and now it was time to get this achievement done and dusted. Or so I thought. This is what we have been waiting for, guys. It's time to name our colony here in the North American continent. And the name which... And well, most of people who, well, do this challenge always put like spaghetti or something like that, but not me. Not me. The name of our new colony will be Enchiladas a la boloñesa. Enchiladas a la boloñesa.
Few moments later.
Okay, so you don't know what happened, but basically this declared war on me, so basically I had to do a death war to reclaim most of my colony's provinces, and because I don't want to play this more, because I'm pretty done with this, I'm gonna just release my vassal. Where is it? So after that rage, I released my colony and formed Mexico. So guys, it's time to form Texas, because well, Texas is cool. Yikes! Mexico time, baby! Yes, let's see our ideas. Mexican ideas. Rebuilding Mexico, Republic of the Indians, peace by purchase. Ah, okay. And there it is, my beautiful Mexico there. The problem is, as well, we don't really have much of anything really at this point. And there it is, the achievement has been accomplished. Spaghetti Mexico has been done, but there it is, Spaghetti Western starring as Bologna, become Mexico or Texas. So yeah, that's it. And we have a beautiful republic. We even have a disaster because of course we would. So yeah. And I know this might be kinda anticlimactic since my original idea was to do the achievement and then conquer the whole of Mexico. Something like this. But I just couldn't really handle it anymore. So thank you so much for watching the second part of Mexico Madness Month. On Friday we shall cover next phase of Mexican history again in EU4. So this was Effectus Expert, sign off.